Everybody say cheese! Cheese! Everybody say Sound of Music!
Sound of Music!
Everybody say folk dance!
Everybody say ayo, ayo!
1, 2, 3, 4. Simon Hylands. I am the founder and chairperson of Building Bridges Community Arts Theatre, and if you ever wanted to run a charity, this lot are the reason why you shouldn't. No. So this is the Cross Community Arts Group, and we're based in Lurgan, and we do an awful lot of work with lots of different people from all over the community, and we just have an absolute blast whenever we get together and do it. I have made amazing friends here. I know other people have made amazing friends here too, and it's just been so worthwhile. And
there's nearly too much fun to be had here. What's going on?
It's all for the camera. I'm a tard, really. Nobody disagreed.
Let's just say you've got a tough crowd behind you here. Yeah. So step while we're ahead. So this idea of building bridges, this has been your idea to start off with.
Yes. I actually, and this is the sob story that some of you have heard before, I went to Australia about 8 years ago, and actually went with a friend from Lurgan, and she is still out there now, she stayed there. But we bumped into a few guys that she knew from Lurgan, and it really surprised me. They had sort of gone to Australia to get away from here, and they'd been involved in a lot of paramilitary activity, drugs, alcohol abuse, they'd been in and out of prison, and I didn't realise that young people here could access that so easily on our doorstep. So it's sort of, I'd always wanted to do something with drama, and there was the reason to do it.
And building bridges between community and young people, and mental health and well-being at the core of it.
Yeah, and Lurgan really reflects very stark divisions that still exist in Northern Ireland today from the Troubles. So it's still very, very relevant, and we come together, but we still do live in a very divided community. It's very stark in Lurgan. You either live in one half of the town or the other, and people still talk about that. So, we're not going to change that overnight, but maybe someday we will.
Well, you're certainly being part of the process, and just watching it from afar, you're trying to be the change.
Well, we all are.
Well, we'll maybe get a reflection of one or two of your cast, but tell me this performance that you're coming up with. We're talking about the Sound of Music here, so let's get to the start of it. When you read, you begin with ABC. What do you do when you want to start the Sound of Music?
When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with Do-Re-Mi. Yeah, you didn't even need to be prompted for that.
Can anybody in the street do this? Start up your own musical, start up your own group? I don't think they can so readily.
It takes a lot of work. We've been at this for 8 years now, 7 or 8 years now. So it does take a lot of work. We've had to start small. Musicals are probably, whenever you're doing amateur arts, are probably certainly the most expensive thing to be able to put together, so you need to make sure that you build up a bit of a reputation and something to fall back on to get stuck into it. So 3 years ago, before the pandemic started, we did Grease, and then we were due to start this in 2020, so we're finally getting to put it on stage.
Pretty cool. We look forward to hearing and feeling a bit of the music as things progress. We've got quite a few would-be nuns here. They all that's only from the point of view of the play. We don't mean what you do in your own life's up to yourselves. But
none of it's very revered.
What I mean, there's a lot of practice, and the more you practice, you get into the habit, don't you?
Absolutely. Even I've been known to get into a habit.
Yeah, okay. Once again, I say, whatever you do in your spare time.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just box it, James. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I'm Amy. I have been coming here for about 5+ years now. I joined the committee about 4 years ago, do the design work and stuff in it. But this group to me is a family. It's where I come to kind of get my head showered whenever I've been at work or stressing during the day. This is my fun time to kind of come and meet people who enjoy the same things that I do and kind of build the bridges up kind of friendship, and just kind of like learn to sing and de-stress and kind of just enjoy.
It's a big family.
Yeah,
it's
very big family.
It's not quite well. It's smaller, bigger than the Von Trapp family, isn't
just
it?
about,
Yeah.
but like
Okay.
there's only a few, yeah.
Well, let's talk to a member of the Von Trapp family. See how we segued into that? This is Liesl in the play. Tell me who you are and what your involvement, engagement in the whole Building Bridges project is.
My name's Sarah. I'm playing Liesl. Well, I'm one of the cast members playing Liesl. We also have very talented Anna Chambers. So we're doubling up roles because we just have such a vast amount of talent here in Building Bridges. But I am the Child Protection Officer. That's my role on the committee, which I enjoy a whole lot because I get to engage with our lovely youth theatre and our children as well. But yeah, I started Building Bridges in 2019, but I feel like I've been here for a lot longer. Some of my very best friends are the cast and various different members here, and I wouldn't be without it now. So really very much looking forward to being in The Sound of Music and being on stage.
You're steeped in the tradition of theatre in this town and in music in this town. Yeah, explain that to those who don't know here. You just give us an insight into yourself.
Yeah, so my grandfather, Aidan Heaney, was very involved in the Lurgan Operatic Society, and then after him, his son, Donagh Heaney, both now sadly passed away, but they were both very involved in the whole Amdram scene, so I'm sure they would be very pleased to know that Building Bridges is doing so well and that we're all sort of a part of it. It's good to be carrying on the tradition one way or another. Describe
it as the assistant director, and this is Jordan.
I prefer backbone, but...
Backbone, yeah. Worker, I think, is the one we're looking for. Your involvement, engagement in all of this.
So I started Building Bridges in 2016 when Simon brought Panto back to Lurgan. That was my first production in probably 8 or 9 years. So that's where it all kicked off for me, and I have been here ever since. I'm playing the Baroness in The Sound of Music. I'm also helping assistant direct with our lovely director. I'm also the publicity secretary here, so anything you see on social media, make sure you follow, like, subscribe for more content. Yeah, so I'm involved in just about every aspect of this group, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, it's a treat to hear you promoting not yourself but everything else about the group. Fair play to you. I have to break it to you gently. To save you going to the production, doesn't work out with the Baroness and Von Trapp. So
sadly, I've heard. So I've heard.
Yeah, okay.
I'm still rich, so it's fine.
Well, we're enriched by your contribution to talking to us tonight.
Hallelujah!
Well done, guys. That was very, very good.
Could you try that get some film in my camera? Is that all right?